this is the Entrepreneur with me, Faith Katai. Today on the program, we are heading to Ibex Hill area, where we will be talking to Mainga Banda, an entrepreneur who has ventured into manufacturing of children's clothes. Follow me. Good morning, Madam Banda. This is Faith from Zanis. We are on our way coming. Now we wanted the directions to your place. Okay. Are you able to send a location? Okay, thank you so much.
Take the second left.
Second left.
We have arrived in Ibex Hill area, and seated right next to me is Mainga Banda, the entrepreneur. Mainga is the founder of Musimbi Stores, and she is one of the beneficiaries of the Citizen Economic Empowerment Commission Presidential Awards for MSMEs and Cooperatives. Mainga, welcome to the program.
Thank you so much. I'm honored to be here. Thank you for coming. It's a pleasure.
To begin with, I would like you to just tell us who's Mainga Banda.
Mainga Banda is an entrepreneur, a mother, and simply somebody who wants to make a significant impact in the clothing and manufacturing industry. Yeah. Tertiary education, I went to the University of Zambia. I did my first degree there. Then I went to University of Pretoria, where I did my master's in public health. And I specialized in epidemiology and biostatistics. After that, because I've specialized in biostatistics, I joined the UN, so it opened doors for me. I worked for the past 15 years. I've been working for the UN, and until this year. Yeah, so that's a short story about me and my tertiary and my work.
So when did you establish this business?
So Musimbi Stores was established in 2017. It's been a bit of a journey. So 2017, Musimbi was born. Around 2021, we expanded to 5 retail locations, 4 in Lusaka and 1 on the Copper Belt. And then by 2023, last year, we started local manufacturing, and Equip Clothing was born. So Equip Clothing is a baby of Musimbi Stores, and it's the manufacturing end of Musimbi.
So when you were growing up, did you ever think you would one day establish this kind of business?
Yes and no. I say yes because I think the environment in which you grow up really shapes who you are. In my home, my mother was always selling something. My father was always selling something. They both had full-time jobs, but they were also entrepreneurs. My mother was a teacher, but she always sold vegetables. So we grew up selling and packing things. So I say yes in that sense because I think that shaped me. And no in the fact that I think when I finished my university, I just thought I would be in the corporate world and not really go into entrepreneurship. But yeah, here I am now, and I've transitioned really from corporate.
One would ask, so then why did you decide to venture into dealing with children's clothes, not women, not men's clothes?
So actually it was a natural venture because Musimbi is a children's store. So we started by selling accessories which were importing. And it was just a natural thing because the store is for children, so we started making children's clothes. Also, I think we were sort of driven into the clothing because of COVID, so we thought of local manufacturing instead of importing. Yeah, because all our supply chains at the time were disrupted, so we had no choice but to start local manufacturing.
How has been your entrepreneurial journey?
My entrepreneur journey, I must say, has been interesting. It's a roller coaster. There are a lot of highs and lows, but every day is a day that is different. So it's been very exciting. It's an exciting roller coaster. Every day is a day where you learn and you innovate. You make a lot of mistakes and you get up very quickly and start afresh. So it's been exciting, I must say.
Okay. I heard you talked of working for the UN for over 15 years. So, what kind of work were you doing there at the UN?
So, before I started this entrepreneur journey, I worked for the United Nations for the past 15 years. So my job there in the corporate world was to monitor and evaluate development programs. So I had the privilege to work here in Zambia and many other countries like Nigeria and Middle East. So actually my work experience in the United Nations has really helped me shape my business, because I'm bringing those lessons, that work ethic to the business side, and so it's really helpful. Yeah.
How was it like leaving formal employment? How easy was this decision?
It was very difficult. It was very, very difficult. I wish I could say it was easy, but it was not. But it is something that I had been planning for the past 5 years. Because entrepreneurship and business is also about passion. So eventually the business side took over my corporate side, and I had no choice but to stop, but it required a lot of planning. It was something that I planned over a period of 5 years, and eventually I made the decision.
I'm aware that you are one of the winners for the Citizen Economic Empowerment Commission Presidential Awards for MSMEs and Cooperatives. So what was this award all about? Are you able to explain to us?
Yes, absolutely. I think when people recognize it's a beautiful thing, and it's so recently we got first prize on the most innovative entrepreneur by the Citizens Economic Empowerment Commission. I think when you're doing your business, sometimes you think nobody's watching, but we were very, very happy that we got this first prize, and it shows that people are watching. We are going the right way, and we're doing good things in terms of manufacturing. There are very few manufacturing entities actually making clothes ready to wear that we are selling in stores. So we are very proud of this, very, very proud of this achievement.
We now go on a short break. Stay tuned.
This is Mutalina Chilima from Smokehouse. Keep watching The Entreprenuer on Zonis TV.
Welcome back. You are watching The Entreprenuer, and we are featuring Mainga Banda, one of the winners for the CEEC Presidential Awards for MSMEs and Cooperatives, and she is also a founder of Musimbi Stores. Mainga, back to our interview. I understand you started your business by ordering clothes from China. What led you to start manufacturing your own products yourself?
Okay, so yeah, we started ordering actually from China, just trading. We were just importing. But when COVID happened, during COVID and post, we had a disruption. We couldn't bring things in from China. So we had no choice. So we said, in order to survive the business, let's start local manufacturing. So we only started with simple things like uniforms. Eventually we started making baby clothes, rompers, and so on. So we were sort of pushed by COVID, but it was a good move for us. So we've grown from there. Now we are making t-shirts, we're making jeans. And also I think we've seen the benefits of local manufacturing such that we don't have to make large quantities. Like the way it is when you order from China, you are forced to bring in large quantities, and sometimes they don't work. With local manufacturing, you can test the market, and you can check the quality, you can do the quantities that you need. So it's really, really beneficial, and more people should be going into local manufacturing.
So Mainga, when it comes to materials, where do you source these materials for your manufacturing factory? Are they locally sourced or you get them from outside the country?
Some of them we are. There are some local vendors that sell fabric, but as you know, there is no textile industry that is manufacturing textile in Zambia, so we have to import some of them. And some of them we import from Asia and some of them from South Africa. But when we can source locally, we definitely do that.
Let's talk about the challenges. What are some of the challenges you have faced in your business and how do you manage to overcome them?
So I'll bring it to the manufacturing. I think one of the challenges that we've actually faced is skills. Lack of the skills that we really need to manufacture the clothing that we want. We have seen that even if the young, they are youths, they are going to these trade schools, but I think the curriculum needs to change a bit because the training that they receive, there is a gap between what we need in terms of manufacturing because we use industrial machines. Sometimes in their schools they don't have those machines, so that has been a bit of a challenge. But we have also received help from Teveta and USADF and some other organizations to train a group of youth that we're actually working with, and we've been privileged to have that.
Great.
Yeah.
In this business, how many people have you empowered?
Okay, so recently we have a staffing of 52. So Musimbi Stores is the retail outlet. In Musimbi Stores, we've got 10 staff. These are sales, so they do sales and customer service. On the manufacturing side, we've got 40 employees. So it's quite a significant number, and we work with young people and we are growing, and it's really nice to see these young people doing extraordinary things, really.
Talking about customer care, as an entrepreneur, how do you exhibit good customer care?
Yeah, I think we listen to our customers. That has been the biggest lesson. I think most businesses also fail because they don't listen to customers. For us, when something is not working, the customer says it and we adjust accordingly. So I think listening to customers is the biggest thing that we do. Yeah.
5 years down the line, Mainga, where do you see your business? Yes.
5 years down the line, we see our business being one of the big retailers, selling locally made clothing for children and women. We are really determined to achieve that. We want our clothes that we're making locally to be in the malls, in our stores, and the general public is just walking in to buy it and they are proud of that. So this is where we see ourselves.
What advice do you have for entrepreneurs who are watching this program right now?
So my advice for entrepreneurs watching this program, let our Musimbi and Equipped clothing story be a story of hope. Because it can be done. A lot of us young people must go into local manufacturing. It's really beneficial. And the biggest thing is really mindset. This is what is setting us apart from other countries that are manufacturing products. It's just a mindset change. So I really encourage the general public out there.
As we come to the end of the program, what are your closing remarks?
Closing remarks, Faith, are that I think as Zambians, let's believe in ourselves and the things that we are doing. Let's believe in local manufacturing. You won't believe it, Faith, that almost 50% of schools in Zambia are importing uniforms. We have the capacity to make uniforms. Let's believe in ourselves as Zambians and let's support local. I think this is the future. Yeah.
Thank you. Viewers, that is all we had for you on The Entrepreneur. On behalf of the entire Zanis production team, my name is Faith Katai. Enjoy the programming.